Hello everybody and welcome back to Shadow Empire, where we are playing as the Salic Federation. Last episode, the Imperium declared war on us, and we retaliated overwhelmingly, and now we're going to try and form a line. The major problem I'm seeing is twofold. They have a lot of very high power, high tech level troops nearby, and they have anti-aircraft capability. They have SAMs nearby. Not a huge amount, but enough. And also, dear Lord, this armored unit, like these are so... 114, 109, 104, 109, my god. These need to be dealt with. But the problem is we can't use our air to deal with them because they have SAMs, and they also have flak, but that's less important. So here's the plan. I've got enough, I think, to build a single unit. That'll be important. A regiment of... Can we do it? A regiment of... Okay, missiles. So we need 3,510 plus a shitload of machinery. Here's the thing, though. We can build machinery, and we can build up our metal. So I want to sell. They don't have a lot of credits, so we're going to have to just sell a lot of our rare metals, because that's the one we have a lot of. Then I think we want to buy up 10 machines, as well as build ourselves a decent amount of machines. Because we need a lot. We're bringing in a lot of metal. Because I think the missiles we could use to hit the SAM sites and guns and stuff like that. Hit them. Then come in with our air to soften up large concentrations of troops. That's the plan. We just got to hold for a while, so we might have to readjust our various units' standing orders to see if we can do that, but that'd be my idea. That's my plan. Okay. So that's still their territory, so this is all still arachnid territory, but they're not on this side of the mountains, so I don't care. Alright, well, let's go to the next turn, see what the Imperium has in store. Because, yeah, I think we need overwhelming air power to help us in this area, especially because they're kind of limited in what they can do. I mean, it's not a small gap, but they got a gap here where there's mountains and this border they've got to get through, and here they're at peace with these guys and these guys, so they've only got a small gap that they can attack us from here. So we have the ability of holding them back. So we'll just see what the Imperium's going to do. They've got 2 enemies now that they've made. We need to build up those machines and metal to get us those missile launchers. But yeah, what I was talking about last episode was GW and their seeming inability to learn from previous mistakes. Which is what it basically is, because GW had... they're basically doing the same thing that they were doing about... how many years ago was it? Or like early 2000s they were doing it. Around 4th, 5th, and 6th edition. They really kind of put their foot in it and lost a lot of market share because of their just inability to learn or make a viable long-term strategy over short-term gains. And it seems that's what they're doing now with their poorly priced boxes, their timed releases, like their box release. That's the problem. A lot of their new models are coming out as as a part of boxes that you can that are like very expensive. So like the Pry Nexus, it's the only place you can get the filleted ones or the heavy intercessors right now is in that Pry Nexus box. There's what's the other? What was the other one that was a big one? Prophecy of the Wolf was the only place you could get the new Gazgul, Orc War Boss miniature for the longest time. Just a lot of those boxes. I think there's still like core Space Marine units that you cannot get unless you buy like a start collecting box. I think what are they called? The suppressors. They're like the guys with the jetpacks and the long like auto rifles, or the auto machine guns or whatever, auto cannons. You can't get them in their own box. You can only get them in a start collecting box, which is like $100. I think there's only like 3 of them in the box. So like, I mean, you get other things in the box, but if you just want the suppressors, you can't get them unless you go to eBay or something. So like they're doing that a lot, and that's I think that's starting to really show up for a lot of people. That and like codex creep is like super bad right now. I've been watching I've been watching battle reports of a lot of the new codex releases. And what was it? Basically, what's the guy's name? Winter's SEO. He's great. I love his battle reports. He did like a demo game, or did a game where it was Imperial Guard versus Death Guard. After they just got their new codex, and it was like a wipe. I think there was less than like 5 Death Guard models that died throughout the whole game. It was just like so bad. Like codex creep is super bad for Warhammer 40k right now. Kind of sucks because I really like 40k. I'd love to play it more. Okay. More fuel. Time of calm. Rover 2's done. Yes, we are expanding. Increase worker happiness. Okay. What do we got? Green Walker wants to organize a party. No, but we'll pass your suggestion on loan to a responsible bureaucrat. Sure, do that. Which we have recon increases. So another 142. I'm okay with that. I think we can manage. So let's think about this. Do we have a 2-engine? Is that the... no. Okay, so our tactical bomber right now... Our dedicated tactical bomber is a 1-engine medium, where I think it needs to be a 2-engine medium as kind of the new thing. So I've got that, or could do mechanized with the Rocky, better regular artillery loader 2, or AT gun. I think a better AT gun would be good. So the PK, let's up that to a 180 mil high velocity gun with combat armor. Do that. Okay, I'm seeing no anti-aircraft in the vicinity. Let's get all you. Okay, they're like, what's the word for it? Attack power, or just general power, has been fluctuating as we get better sight on them. So I think that's good. That gives us a bit more flexibility, and it's not as hopeless as I thought it might be. Reconnect that whole armored, or that whole motorized unit. Okay. There's the anti-air. There's all the anti-air. I think this is open. I think Dog Green's open. So air attack with what we've got. We have range. I think we hit this forward mechanized unit. Do we hit the forward mechanized unit, or do we hit this unit with all the tanks? Because that's going to be artillery and mech. They do have anti-aircraft capability with them. So if we hit this, that's not as good. Could strike you. Or just withhold. Definitely need to get you with the rest. So we got 3 bomber squadrons. Or 3 bomber wings, right? Yeah, we got 3 bomber wings within range. It's this guy right there. Okay. We'll hold position there. You have gotten everything here. Okay. Apparently this should be okay. We'll use the infantry with them to push back these salamanders or whatever they are. That was not an easy fight, as they had told me. Okay, now this is 169 to 1. Okay, there. Good. Pushed you back, so we can deal with these guys pretty easily. Deal with these guys pretty easily at some point. Yeah, that's not bad. Then we can get the first armored out of there. I want to get the scout planes down south as well. Let's also increase the airfield here. It's a level 3. If we get it to level 4, or do we keep it at level 3? We're going to do level 4. So we got that. Our oil production is actually not keeping up right now for the first time in a long time. Well, it's a good thing that we have a shitload of options when it comes to oil. Here we go, right off the road. Oil drilling facility right there. Just bubbling up out of the ground. If it comes down to it, we can divert another unit of our uniformed forces off of the line with Brunmark. I'd rather not, but if we have to, we have to. Okay, we got that. This is done down here. We just need to get rid of those guys. If their anti-aircraft capability. Missiles or rockets would do it, but I think the missiles are the only ones that are going to have the range. Which sucks, but it's true. Okay, how is my worker population doing? Need a little bit more. Okay. I guess if we could get more workers in here, we build up more machines, which would be good. But we're making a lot of metal, which is nice. So we'll just kind of let that sit. Troop replenishments, I don't think we have anything that's super bad. They're making more armor. Which I think, just double checking, because we did lose some a couple of turns back. Are they being replaced with all-rounders? Yeah, okay. So we just need to get them killed, and they'll be replaced with actual, like, medium tanks. So, there we go. Well, let's go to the next turn, see what's coming up. Let's see what the Imperium's got in store. I forgot to do negotiations that turn. Damn it. I would love for their anti-aircraft to just go away. Okay, that didn't do anything. Looks like they were trying to soften us up. So what do we have? Come on. These guys just need to push out. They could retake this northern flank. That would leave Reichsfeld going through this like really bad pass for their infrastructure, which would slow them down immensely. They'd have to go through another major to take us on. Or go through these guys, but it doesn't look like they're willing to. Probably because these guys have some pretty badass tech. Need some artillery as well. That's a big thing we're going to need to invest in. Doesn't look like Hochstadt's going to be there for long. We're going to lose our shield along that front, so we're going to need to bulk it up, which means taking units off of our eastern border, shipping them down south. Not something I want to do, but if we have to. I think Brunmark's been fairly quiet. They're dealing with somebody to their south. Doesn't help that the vast majority of our forces against the Imperium are militia. Just need a break. That's all we need. And some new tech for our infantry. Could send the First Corps to deal with the Imperium. Might be worthwhile. Still have overwhelming advantage on Brunmark's northern border, so got a chance. Okay. Justice Knights won the election. We didn't conquer the city. Our map hex promise, though, did succeed. PK2 is done. We got the Armored Infantry Corps. Cool. Or the Armored Infantry ready. Alright. National budget, I'm fine with. You're fine. The budgets are all fine, guys. Okay. Flak gun. Let's get a sky gun. Let's get, instead of 88s, let's go with twin 100 mils. Combat armor. Then let's take a storm infantry army. I don't know what's in that, but we'll do that. And we'll sort of request your blessing. Sure, will not help because that'll increase your relation and you're negative right now. You're really low. Wimbagoo becomes a minor city. Or, yeah, minor city. Cool. Brunmark is blackmailing us. Sure, we'll pay double just so you can... Or we'll pay whatever. Just leave me alone. Spies, let's do Democratic Trade League with you. And let's do Humanists. What do we got? Looking like a build-up for an attack. So let's... try to air recon. Or no, we don't have that yet. Don't have the recon, or we don't have the range for the recon. We do have air attack. No return fire expected, so let's just overwhelm them. Hit them hard. Everything we've got. Alright. Give him a hard punch to the nose right there. $23 to 1. Alright. We're not going to attack. We're holding our own. That's the plan. So we got that up here. Okay. 5-1. Try and get rid of these guys. There we go. They're gone. So they're pushing across here. Getting some decent distance. What else do we need to do? Got plenty of recruits. We need more machines. Metal's doing well. Universities are being built. I think we're going to take... Bryn Mark's at 75. I think we're going to take the first core off the line. First core comes off the line. Once we get to the capital, we're going to ship them off towards the front. And we're also going to connect up the rail lines here. And connect up the roadways. That works out. Okay. Well, there we go. Pushed them back a little bit by one tile. We did a successful airstrike, so they did pull their anti-aircraft back down south here. Looks like they're coming around maybe to try and hit us in our soft underbelly, which might be the case, but by the time that happens, I'm hoping that we'll have the first core down here. We'll be able to hold them off. Hopefully soon as well we'll have enough resources to get a missile launcher regiment out here to kind of trade fire over the line towards, over the Hustat heads and try and knock out some of their bigger boys. Oh, one thing we definitely need to do is increase our relations for the potential of peace, because we need that right now. The Imperium. Critical success. I think that gives us everything we need. 28. I think 28 is what we need to propose peace. So we might have peace next turn, but we're preparing right now. We definitely need to increase our military size quite a bit. We need multiple new corps and brigades to kind of fill out our defense. But this is going to be the last episode of this recording session, and this is the end of that episode, because looking at the time, we're at the end. So, thank you for joining me for this episode. If you'd like to, please leave a comment down below, hit the like button. If you want to support the channel, subscribe button down below, as well as take a look at the description down below, where I have links to my Discord and my Patreon page. I'll see all of you in the next episode. Bye!